Cypher, Hyphen, Samson, Lahim. Thank you for my YouTube channel. A lot of what the mind does is it binds yourself in. It binds you into a caste system where when you live mediocre, you feel mediocre. When you're rich, you want to feel rich. When you're poor, you want to feel poor. It's your own belief. It sets your own existence. You could be a beggar and in your own inner consciousness be a real emperor. You can be a rich person and on the inside really feel poor and like a beggar. So what the mind wants is for you to feel whatever it is that you believe yourself to be because of outside things, using every method that it can find. It has 999 million methods for you to stay locked in this life. Every single thing that you can think of, because you believe you're the mind, and you know that you can't get away from your mind when you try to meditate. If you try to meditate, at that point you'll realize that your mind is not your friend. Your mind knows every single trick to fool you, to believe that you're poor, to believe that you're rich, to believe that you're mediocre, when it's not true. Everyone has the potential to be an emperor in their own inner consciousness. All these games of the mind, you lock down and chain your consciousness to a deep dark pit full of shit. They make you feel like you're mediocre, but it's not true. Everyone on the inside is a Buddha, an emperor, a spiritual being, connected with this nature. At some point in your life and in your carnations, you're gonna have to substitute momentary pleasure for long-term happiness. I see all these self-help purrs. I don't approve of them because it's always driven towards success, that this success will give you happiness. It's not true, because you can get successful and get rich, have all the money in the world, and still feel like a beggar on the inside, lost on the inside. A lot of the rich people are lost, and a lot of the mediocre people are lost, stuck with satisfied, but they're not really satisfied. You grow up to have kids and you're forcing yourself to feel satisfied because you have no choice. You have to feel grown for your children. But as far as I can tell, and for most of the people, you're still kids on the inside. Now how dare you try to act like you're something any bigger than your own child. They are more intelligent than you are. 80% of the time, people's children grow up to be more intelligent than they are. So, I was born at this time and expressing myself at this time to express these things for these people. These words might not be right for the future. Something good might happen. It's not for me to say, but for these modern ages, I can tell that a lot of these adults are just pretending to be adults. Same way children play dress up and play house, play soldiers, cowboys and Indians. They play superheroes. In my age, they used to play wrestling. In the same way, I can tell from a lot of these adults that they're pretending to be kids. They're playing dress up for their own kids. It's sad that it takes their own kids for them to express their inner child, and they love it, because from age 0 to 7 is the years that they enjoy their kids so much. They have an unfulfilled childhood. There's still so much kid inside these adults that hasn't been expressed, that's been remaining dormant in their subconscious, waiting for them to be released. And children help that. From ages 0 to 7, they act like children with their children. And then it's a shame that after that, they start wanting the kids to act grown up, act like their own age. I tell you, even age is a caste system. There's no such thing as age. There's no such thing as days. And there's no such thing as time in a day. The sun goes up and it goes down. You only need time caste system to be at a meeting to know when the sun's gonna fall, but you can look in the sky and see that. All the people in the past were more intelligent than us. They didn't need a clock. They just look at the sun outside instead of inside looking at a full sun. TV glaring in your eyes. Commercials rambling in your face. So much nonsense. They did a study that a lot of people talk about. Is where they took a glass of water and put it in front of a TV, and then they froze that water. And they took another glass of water, they put it in a room, and they just told the glass of water, "I love you," every day. And what do you think the two glasses looked like after they both were frozen? After those two glasses of water were frozen, the one in front of the television was ugly, completely ugly, putrid, horrid, disgusting. And the water that it said "I love you" to looked like a snowflake, beautiful, charismatic, dynamic. We are made of water, for Christ's sake. You put yourself in front of the television, you're making yourself putrid, ugly. When you're around positive things, it makes your inner being beautiful, like a snowflake, perfect. When you eat meat, what do you think that a dead animal who didn't want to die for you, how do you think that's going to make your inner consciousness over time, for long periods of time? The television only gives temporary enjoyment. Meat gives you temporary enjoyment. Fruits and vegetables, they want to die for you so that you eat them. Animals don't want to die for you to eat them. They never have and they never will. Animals don't want to die for you. They cry and feel immense pain as you do. Fruits want to die for you. The nature wants to be your song, and the nature wants to be your entertainment. That's why it'll do anything. Nature will say anything to draw you into it, to make you like it, so that you'll stay outside. Because it knows something's wrong when they're all being killed for us to eat them. The television and the meat is temporary. It makes the water putrid, detestable, rotten, and sordid. Nature and fruits gives you long-term happiness, long-term joy. It only gives you happiness, makes you beautiful, serene, calm, peaceful. It's really simple. Don't take it for granted. Don't think that just because all these doctors tell you what they tell you that it's right. If you look at the nutrients inside meat, it's literally mutants. Vitamin B12 is literally a mutant. What other things are vitamin B12 in? Urine. You get vitamin B12 from urine, and you get vitamin B12 from meat. Look at the vitamin B12 structure. You can type it. Vitamin B12, which is in meat, which is their sorry-ass excuse for nutrients inside meat. It's a sorry-ass excuse. I don't believe in this vitamin B12. Because before, there doctor systems and their schoolings and their doctor trainings. They didn't know what vitamin B12 was. All these craps and all these garbages. They just knew what was healthy. And they didn't even know what was healthy. Doctors come from such a line of garbage. They make you try all these random things, make you pay hundreds and thousands of dollars on test things on your certain illness, and they make thousands of dollars off their ignorance. They don't even know really what you have, and they'll guess, try this, try this, try this. Thousands of dollars down the drain and you're still sick. When you look at the vitamin B12 structure, it's a literally ignorant fool. It's a mutant, a mutation. It looks disgusting to me. This is vitamin B12. Everyone trying to be mutants. Mutants, meat. When you eat this meat, it gives you a false sense of conquering. You feel that you can conquer this world, and that you want to conquer this world. You can't conquer the world, and you lie to yourself every time with that feeling, trying to get that feeling back. It's the only thing that you can gain from this meat and this temporary pleasure of this taste. It gives yourself a red soul. When you eat meat, you're putting red energy into you. When you eat fruits, you're putting green energy into you. Which is better for you?